I appreciate the chance to talk today. I feel like I've participated with Marty through all of these 19 years. We talked, for my friends, one of the things that almost nobody knows about me is how much I talk to my sister. And it's rare that I'll go a week, and certainly not two, without talking to her. And not uncommon, I'll talk to her 3 or 4 times. In the very early days, we were talking to Brian, in the very early days at MTW, Martha and I were remembering this morning, there were times that my cell phone bill was the size of my house payment because we were spending a lot of time together on the telephone. Of course, I was carrying a bag phone and paying 35 cents a minute. It's been a long time. And they put me on a really strict time thing up here, and I thought, why do they have me on such a strict time? They don't know anything about me. They don't know that I'll talk too much. I mean, all they know is really that I'm Marty's little brother. That makes sense. That's why I've been asking her for months, when are you going to retire? What's the date? And she's never been able to tell me. Now, Dr. Laura went through most of the 90s telling women that if they didn't have a ring and a date, that they weren't really engaged. And I've been telling Marty that if she doesn't have an exit date, she's not really going to retire yet. And the truth is, this is the strangest retirement party ever, because you guys are all going to come back to work next Monday. She's still going to be here. I kind of thought when I was in college and Marty and Bruce were in Thompson, I learned this is my first real life management lesson. Bruce was pastor of the Presbyterian Church here in Thompson, made friends with the guy that was pastor of the Baptist Church, and a series of Baptist pastors had been terrorized by the executive assistant in the Baptist Church, who was family well connected, and periodically they would threaten to retire. And they controlled the Baptist pastor with that. And this particular Baptist pastor was very smart, kind of like Brian. And when this woman threatened to retire, he immediately scheduled a retirement party.
Is that what I did?
And you're all here today. When I think about Marty, and I think about the work, the word that comes to my mind, probably the word that will come to your mind, is passion. Now, when we say passion, most people mean the feeling that you get when you're at Sanford Stadium on Saturday and Georgia football team runs onto the field, and they think that's passion. That's just excitement. The word passion always connects to suffering. A lesson that my sister taught me. That when we mean passion, we are only passionate about things that we're prepared to suffer for. The great question of life is never what do you want, because we want everything. I mean, who doesn't want to be rich, thin, and have a wonderful life? And the question is always, what will we pay for? What will we sacrifice? And I've listened to Marty late afternoon, early evening, after late afternoon, early evening. And I've heard in her voice suffering. Not agony, she's not miserable, but she's sacrificing. She's giving up. She's pushing what she's writing to the next level. I've watched Marty grow in such a substantial way, from writing prayer cards to thinking about how MTW is positioned in the market, and how it communicates who it is, and how it doesn't just talk about a brand, but it is its brand in the market. It's not enough just to say, but to also be. And I watch the growth that's happened there. And the thread that happens, what makes Marty passionate about her work, is that her work has always been important. It always mattered. I remember as a receptionist, Marty used to tell me how important